What's up, everybody? It's Marshall here with another Wine Express tasting, and this one might look familiar to you. We have Cavalli. This is 2018 Toscana Super Tuscan red wine, and this is a new vintage of a 2013 gem that we had. That, again, if you remember, these were really limited production wines, these Super Tuscans. So 13 was out. Somehow we got our hands on some of the 18, and I tasted this a little bit ago, and it needed a good decant. 18, another really good vintage in Tuscany. This is owned by Tommaso Cavalli, the Roberto Cavalli, the designer family, and beautiful, vineyard and estate out there, and they're just producing some really high-end, kind of under the radar Tuscan blends, and man, it reminds me so much of that 13 in a younger version of itself, right? Which is what it should. You want to have that kind of same consistency for an estate. So it's 18 months in oak, another 18 months in barrel. So it does have, some bottle age. So you're starting to get some of that kind of well-developed, tertiary notes, some of the, truffle mushroom and some of that leather starting to come out on the back end. But the fruit is still fresh, extremely. So it's like bright red cherry, in your face, kind of some strawberries on here too, which is interesting for these wines. Yeah, some like rose petal notes, a little bit of lavender, a little bit of dark cocoa on this too, a little chocolatey note. So it's 50% cab heavy, right? So the cassis is coming through, the black currant, it's got a little Petit Verdot. Gotta love that. And that's where those floral notes come from on these wines. Very intense and really aromatic on the nose. Yeah, so when I first opened this wine, the tannins were really kicking. They weren't, and it wasn't in a bad way. It felt young, right? They can be kind of gripping and chewy. So they've softened out a little bit, and that kind of fine, grainy texture is coming out on these tannins. It's really pleasant on the palate. Acidity, bright, refreshing, vibrant, really holding the wine together, and the balance between that, refreshing and mouth-watering acidity and those tannins just gives a really nice mouthfeel. Some of those spices are starting to come out more on the palate, right? Some of those baking spices, a little cinnamon, there's a little bit of clove that comes out, a little of those Asian spices, and what's really starting to come out, those floral notes, a little bit of Petit Verdot starting to really kick up on the nose. It's a big wine. It's drinking beautifully. It's got super high scores. If you like the 13, then you will love this, and you just need to wait like 5 years. But if you want to see what it was like in its youth, grab this 18, have some now, lay some down in the cellar. I promise you will not be disappointed. Cheers.